Greetings. Welcome to whatever space and time that you're in. I'm here in the mid-afternoon. I live in the San Juan Islands in Washington State, in sort of magical, magical fairyland of island space and water and change. I am very lucky. I live in a yurt on a farm with people that I love, and that means that a lot of sounds happen. So that's the real reason for sharing about myself in this moment. My name's Alyssa, and sometimes a dog will come in and out, or sometimes a farmer or a construction worker, or there'll be a sound. There's a military base not far away, so sometimes lots of sounds come by. I think it's important to know these things because sometimes we use yoga as a way to ameliorate trauma. And one of the things about trauma is that new stresses and pressures emerging eventually within our own consent and timing are really required to a degree for us as we start to heal and sort of figure out how to be with the truths of the experiences we've had. Whether those are small or large, all of us experience stress, difficulty, and we all have physical sort of ways of processing or not processing trauma. And so maybe your yoga practice isn't that for you, but I came to yoga for that reason. And I often offer these ideas. We might utilize the body as a sort of great alchemical place of change and experiment and experience. But, in a certain way, if you've ever been to a great performance art piece or an interactive theater piece or ridden a roller coaster or I suppose even gotten really deeply involved in a really good book, you know that there's a certain point of view in taking the ride where you want to make sure that you know that you're going to get off at the end, right? You know that you're going to put your feet back down on ground. And so as we do this, you're with yourself and you are having your experience. You're your own best teacher. And especially as we're in different time and different space, I want to encourage you to figure out where those things are. It truly is different for everyone. So if you hear a yoga teacher say, oh, this is an easy pose or a comfortable place, yeah, it might not be for a lot of people in the population. So if it's you, know that it's okay if something doesn't quite feel as often described, and you don't have to go to the nth degree of anything to be doing work. In fact, sometimes we might think of this as sort of a place where we're sure enough, we're stable enough that we can do the experiment, as opposed to out in the wild edges, we expand from the center out, as it were. All right, I've talked enough about that. You might think of this as a practice in which we simply pay attention to how things are. I'm going to try to move through space and the hips and the shoulders. Feel free to use props as suggested or as not suggested. Feel free to change things, stop the video if you need to, add things if you like. Make sure you are breathing, and as always, I only ask that you attempt to practice kindness towards yourself during this time. All right, I'm gonna head back to my mat. You can start in a seat, you could start on a chair or up on a prop. I'm gonna start with my legs folded under, but you might cross your legs and sit up on a block. We're going to begin by taking 3 deep breaths and then uttering 3 sounds of the seed sound of Om, the secular sound of the universe. For any reason making sound isn't for you in this way, feel free to remain in silence and breathe with us. Pay attention to the experience that you're having regardless. Power yourself towards your own sovereignty. And close your eyes or look at one spot. And take a moment to stand in the center, as it were, to sit in the center of your experience. Notice if you're bucking your head up, can you relax your neck, or are you holding your stomach in, or etc., so on, right? Are there tendencies that you might let go of so you can head more towards neutral? Knowing that, of course, a little bit of energy and effort is involved in holding oneself upright in an unsupported way. Well, it's never about total rest, it's just about balance. Don't do any work that you don't need to do. And to clear the channel of your body, take an exhale. Take a long, slow inhale in through your nose to fill your belly and then your rib cage, maybe up into your chest. And open your mouth to exhale, HA sound. Like you're fogging a mirror. Again, inhale in through your nose, breathe into your lower back, the back of your rib cage, maybe your upper back if it feels soft and available. And open mouth, exhale, HA. Inhale in again through your nose. Filling up slowly in 3 dimensions throughout your body, perhaps even gently holding softly at full. Open your mouth to exhale, HA. Inhale through your nose, prepare for Om. You're going to breathe in through your nose, ujjayi pranayama, and out through your nose, ujjayi. Ujjayi means upward liberating or victorious breath. You might think about the uplift of your lungs and ribs as you inhale, and the sense of grounding and gathering in your low belly as you exhale. Breathe in and out through your nose or mouth. And I know it can feel a little silly to breathe in an exaggerated way. For some, it can even feel a little stressful. Remember, only turn the volume up on the pressure as much as you can tolerate and still be in that experimental, calm, relaxed phase of things, which might change throughout. Breathe in and out of your nose, and we'll flow with the breath. If your eyes are closed, use your inhale to flutter your eyes open. And then your exhale, make your way to a hands and knees position, a tabletop shape. You can always pad your knees or sit in a different position and undulate your spine from a different orientation. Otherwise, inhale cow pose, drop your belly ribs, lift your chin and tailbone. Exhale cat, round your spine, tuck your chin. Inhale cow pose. Press what is down, down to pull what's going up, up. And exhale. And cat, draw your navel in and back. Inhale cow pose. And exhale cat. Inhale neutral spine, tabletop. Take an exhale to stack your hands truly underneath your armpits. Inhale, set your right leg long behind you. On your exhale, bring your knee to your nose, your chin towards your chest, round your spine. Inhale, reach your leg straight back. Try not to reach it too far up, just straight back. Draw your navel in. And exhale, knee to nose. Try to equal the weight in your hands. Inhale, send your leg back. And exhale, knee into your chest. Inhale, send your right leg back. Point your toes. And on your exhale, begin to circle your leg. Little tiny circles. You could think 3, maybe 5-inch diameter here. Try to keep your leg high as you do this and keep your navel strong. Keep your shoulders and neck relaxed to breathe. You want a coordination challenge. As you spin your leg, you might spin your neck gently and slowly too. And then change directions. Least of your leg, not of your neck. Don't turn your neck too many times. Go slow. Notice the experiment. And other places you rush in your circle. And exhale. Your right knee to the earth. Widen your knees, bring your toes close. Send your hips to your heels. Child's pose. Your hips don't have to come to your heels, just directional. You could stack your fists or a block under your head. Take a long, slow breath into your lower back. And an open mouth exhale. Ujjayi into your nose. Ujjayi out through your nose. Take your arms out long in front of you. Press your palms down and inhale. Pull yourself forward. And exhale to lower down onto your belly. Tops of your feet down. Inhale, Cobra, Bhujangasana. Exhale to bring your chin or forehead down. Try to use back strength as opposed to pushing up with your arms. Inhale. Peel your way up. And exhale. Get longer as you lower. One more time. Follow the length of your breath up. And back down. Inhale, push up. Exhale, find tabletop. Inhale, cow pose. Exhale, cat. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Inhale to a neutral spine. Exhale to stack your knees under your hips. Inhale to send your left leg long behind you, just straight in line with your hip socket, and try to keep some of your weight over to the left side. Notice if it all shifts right. Exhale your left knee to your nose, round your spine, press with your hands to curl. Inhale, send your left leg back and long, about the same height as your body. Draw your navel in as you do. And exhale, gather. Again, inhale, send it long. Exhale your knee to your chest. Inhale, send your left leg long. Take an exhale there. And begin to spin little tiny circles. Good. And try to keep them small. The action is not happening in your ankle, not an ankle turn, but a thigh bone and a hip socket turn. And so the ramifications of a small circle will be different in every body. Keep pressing with your hands and breathing deeply. The experiment of circling your neck was interesting on the other side. You might try it again. A sense of play can be noted as spiritually divine in this type of liberation practice. The point is to be free. And change directions if you haven't done so already. Instead of thinking left hip down, you might think right hip up to bring your pelvis towards neutrality. Good. Take another inhale to reach your leg back and long. And exhale. Your left knee to the earth. Widen your knees. If you like, bring your toes close. Sink your hips to your heels. Balasana, child's pose. Take a long, slow inhale in. Open mouth exhale. Inhale through your nose. Ujjayi. Exhale through your nose. Ujjayi. Take your arms out long, palms down. Inhale to pull yourself forward. Exhale slowly. Lower down. Inhale, cobra. Exhale to lower the upper body. Again, inhale, cobra. Strong legs press down. Exhale to lower. And follow your breath through the last one. Inhale to hands and knees, push up. Exhale, tabletop. Inhale your right arm up. Exhale, thread the needle underneath and behind your left wrist. Come down to your shoulder, ear, or jaw. Press into your left hand. Inhale your right arm up. Exhale, tabletop. Inhale your left arm up. Exhale, thread the needle underneath behind. Take a few deep breaths. You're always welcome to do whatever you wish with your opposite hand. Remember that sometimes being passive and compressive can be of use for strengthening the tissues of the body, for reorganizing unnecessary tightness or overuse. So try not to get too caught up in always achieving when you do these practices, especially if it is your tendency. Bring your right hand back to the earth. If you moved it, inhale your left arm out and then up. And exhale, tabletop. Inhale, cow pose. Exhale, cat. Inhale, cow pose. Exhale, bend your elbows in and back like chaturanga. Lower your heart forward and down. Maybe your chest and chin will come on or towards the earth. Inhale, push up, cow pose. Exhale, cat. Inhale, cow. Exhale, bend your elbows, offer your heart. Try different hand placements out to the sides. Inhale, cow pose. Exhale, cat. Inhale, cow. Exhale, lower your chest and chin. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat pose. We're going to take ourselves into a melting heart, is sometimes what it's called, Anahata Vishuddha Asana. Take your arms and begin to walk them forward. You might come down to your elbows and hang your forehead. And always land on props. A pillow can be a nice way to do this. You might find yourself coming to chest, forehead, or chin, your arms out long in front. It's okay to slide a little. Try not to cinch your neck too much. And I have a pretty open space, a really curvy cervical spine. You might not though, so let the expectation be more about feeling your way to, again, that experimental place. Ujjayi pranayama in through your nose. Ujjayi pranayama out through your nose. Press into your elbows and your hands and walk yourself back, tabletop. Inhale, curl your toes under, lift your knees and hips up and back, and exhale into a moving downward dog. You can walk out your dog, bend opposite knee, plug opposite heel down. Start to breathe in the ujjayi form right away. Shift your hips side to side. Shift your weight right and left. Shift your weight front and back. Inhale out into a plank, upward push-up position. Exhale your knees to the mat. Keep your tail up, chest to the mat, chin to the mat. Inhale, cobra, pull yourself forward. Press the tops of your feet down and exhale, child's pose. So plug your knees down. You might inhale on your way up through and exhale your hips to your heels. Inhale, pull forward, curl your toes under. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale, plank pose. Exhale, lower all the way to the mat. This time try to get your heart to hit before your hips. Flatten the tops of your feet. Inhale, cobra. Exhale to lower. And curl your toes. Inhale through plank. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale, plank, upward push-up position. Exhale, chaturanga. Bend your elbows in and back, lower halfway. And always do this with blocks under your hips and heart. Inhale, upward dog. Pull your heart forward. Press the tops of your feet down, knees, thighs lifting. Exhale to downward dog pose. Inhale, bend your knees, lift your gaze. Exhale, walk your feet to your hands. Hang and forward fold, let your head hang. You might grab for opposite elbow with opposite hand. And you're welcome to bend your knees a lot. Really trying to get our spine to release. Sometimes the hamstrings steal the show. Release your arms to hang, soften your knees. Your head dangling, round up slowly to stand. One bone at a time. When you get to the top, let your head rise, and you can use a few exhales to roll your shoulders down, back, and under. Stand in Utkatasana, the name of the posture, mountain pose. You can have your feet hips distance. You might walk them together. Some people like an inch between or an inch between the heels only. They're all good ways. We're just trying to find different ways to spread the base and figure out how to stand on our own plumb line. The mudra or gesture here is samastitihi, same on all sides standing, to stand in or at your own attention. As you find this equanimity with gravity, you may notice that you're always lilting and tilting, especially as you relax and try to balance on the nitrogen of your joints. There's always little shifts to sort of keep yourself there, your vestibular system, your equilibrium holding you. And in tune with this is how we figure out how to move through space, this reading of gravity. We're also reading the barometric pressure, atmospheric pressure around us with our breath, breathing in the ujjayi form. Inhales take you to a sense of out and up. Exhales take you to a sense of down and in. We'll do some sun salutations and spin them into some other things. Your eyes are closed. Use your next inhale to flutter them open. Your next exhale to tune into what's with you. Inhale your arms up, Urdhva Hastasana. And always keep them shoulder distance. You're welcome to press the palms. If your neck allows, you might look up. Exhale, forward fold, Uttanasana. Hinge at the center. Inhale, halfway lift, Ardha Uttanasana, and roll your heart. Exhale, step or float back, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward dog or cobra, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. Exhale, downward dog. Or maybe child's pose, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Breathe in and out through your nose. Press into your hands and exhale, step or float forward. Arrive on your feet. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale all the way up, Utkatasana. Exhale, Samastitihi, arms by the side, standing position. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, unroll. Exhale, chaturanga of your choice. Could even be cat-cows. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Breathe in and out through your nose. Exhale, step or float forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, Urdhva arms up pose. Inflate to stand up. Exhale, Samastitihi. One more like this. Inhale your arms up. Exhale, fold. Inhale and roll. Exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. Exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Breathe in and out through your nose. Exhale, step or float forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, Samastitihi. Take a big free inhale. Exhale, bend your knees, sink your hips for Utkatasana, the fierce pose. Some folks call it chair. Inhale your arms forward, out or up. And you're always welcome to adjust your arms so your neck and shoulders are free. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, listen. Exhale, fold and step your left foot back, long low lunge. Inhale, cow lunge, dip your back hip, pull your heart forward and up. Exhale, cat lunge, straightening both legs. Inhale, cow lunge. Exhale, cat lunge. From cat lunge, you might have to soften your knees a little and step your back foot forward. Spin your back heel down, triangle pose. I'm going to climb my right hand way up my right leg and inhale to take your left arm up. Sort of twist to the left, open up into the shape. You can minimize load bearing in that bottom hand best you can. It's okay to touch the floor, but more about twisting your spine. So if you feel like you can't roll your heart open at all because you can touch the ground, you might lift it up. Stick your tail out. Looking up is too much in your neck. Hang your head. Breathe in the ujjayi form. We're going to take a reverse triangle. Inhale to stand up and keep reaching back with your left hand. Take your right arm up and back. Knees are straightening. Always have the option to keep a bend. Take a big free inhale. And exhale, reach with your right hand as your left arm. Follow, frame your front foot, spin your back heel up. Inhale, cow lunge. Exhale, cat lunge. Inhale, low lunge. Exhale to plant your left hand down and inhale your right arm up. Twist to the right. You can have your left hand up on blocks or even all the way up on your right leg. The idea is to twist. Keep drawing your left hip up and back. Dropping your right hip down even as you turn to the right. Drop your back knee to the earth. You need to pat it. Feel free to fold your mat. Bring the top of your left foot down. You're going to take this twist and make it upright. Reach back with your right hand and pull yourself up in the inhale. And on the exhale, we're going to lean back, right? So you might take a prop like a block or a water bottle, anything that feels stable to you, and stack it behind you with your hand. You might reach for the earth or a wall, even back behind you, piece of furniture. You might be somebody who can reach for your back ankle or heel. Take your left arm up. Breath by breath, settle your front heel, right heel down. Your side bending as you twist. Good. Inhale to pull yourself back up. And exhale, release 2 hands down inside your right foot. I'm going to turn to face you a little bit more. You can stay where you are. We're going to take your back foot and turn it in at the knee. We're doing this little buccaneer kind of stance. You might again use a prop underneath your right hand inside your right foot. We're trying to bring the right shoulder, right outer arm to the inside of your right leg like you would in side angle pose. You're welcome to take your left arm up. You're going to wrap your hands behind your back and reach for a bind. Breathe in through your nose and out through your nose. All right. Exhale to release. 2 hands down, curl your back toes under. Lift your left knee up off the mat. Inhale, gaze forward, cow lunge. Exhale, cat lunge. Inhale, cow lunge, prepare to step. Exhale, bring your left foot up to meet your right and hang. And forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold and step your right foot back. Inhale, cow lunge. Exhale, cat lunge. Notice how much weight you put in your hands or fingertips, how much your neck guides you. Inhale, cow lunge. Do your best. Exhale, cat lunge. So follow the ground beneath your feet as starting places. Inhale, cow lunge. Exhale, cat lunge. Maybe your tail, your pelvis, your spine. Pause. With soft knees, you might step your right back foot forward a little and spin your heel in and down. Triangle pose, knees are straightening. Left hand on your left leg. Inhale to spin your right arm up. Now when I say knees are straightening, you're plugging your heels down so your legs are active, but your knees might still be bent, and that's okay, especially you might even choose to keep them a little bent so you have more turn in your thigh bones and the sockets of your hips. or twists in your pelvis and your lower back. Breathe. In the ujjayi form. Inhale to reverse your triangle. Reach with your right arm behind you. You might slide it down your back leg as you inhale to take your left arm up. Take at least one exhale in the shape. One more inhale. And exhale. Lead with your left hand. Cartwheel your right hand behind. Inhale, cow lunge. Exhale, cat lunge. Inhale, cow lunge. Exhale your right hand down. Inhale your left arm up. Twist to the left. Keep thinking left hip down, right hip up, even as you twist to the left. Try to turn with your obliques in the center of your waist. Exhale your back knee down. Press with your left foot as you inhale to stand up into an open twist. And exhale as you go back. Inhale by inhale, reach your right arm up. And this can be a bit of balance work, sending your left leg forward as you send your right arm back. Hi, Albert, buddy. Good. Inhale to come back up. Slowly. Good. And we're going to exhale to come all the way down to the inside of your left foot. Pick up your right foot and turn. Yeah, so we're doing that little bit of side angle business. You can inhale your right arm up and wrap it around. Breathe in and out through your nose. Exhale to release. Your two hands down to frame your front foot. Return your right foot behind you, curl the toes and lift the knee. Inhale, cow lunge. Exhale, cat lunge. Inhale, cow lunge. Look forward. Exhale, step forward. And fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, Utkatasana. Bend your knees, sink your hips. Inhale your arms forward, outer up. Still inhaling, straighten your knees and stand up through Urdhva Hastasana. And exhale through Samasthiti. Bend your knees, sink your hips. Inhale, Utkatasana. Exhale, forward fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step. Your left foot back. Inhale, cow lunge. Exhale, cat lunge. Spin your left heel down. Inhale, triangle pose, left arm up. Take an exhale there. Inhale, reverse triangle. And exhale, hands to the earth. Inhale, cow lunge. Exhale, left hand down. Inhale, right arm up. Exhale, weight in your feet. Inhale, stand up. Exhale, tilt back. Take a big free inhale. Exhale, warrior two. So lead with your left arm coming forward and down. Let your right arm follow. Your left arm will make even bigger circle all the way behind you as you spin your back left heel down. A little bit of ankle trickery there. Take an exhale to settle into your lunge. Take a big free inhale. Exhale to side angle. So you might bring your right elbow to rest on your right knee. You might take your left arm up or over your ear. You could bring your arm to the inside edge. You're welcome to wrap your arms around behind your back and bind. Take an inhale and an exhale inside the shape. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale your hands to the earth. Spin your back heel up. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, step forward and fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold and step your right foot back. Inhale, cow lunge. Exhale, cat lunge. And spin your back heel down. Inhale, triangle pose. Take an exhale. Inhale, reverse triangle. And exhale, hands to the earth. Inhale, cow lunge. Exhale, right hand down. Inhale your left arm up. Twist to the left and take an exhale to ground your feet. Inhale to stand up like you're reaching back with your left arm. Stay here, or perhaps exhale to tilt back. Inhaling to reach your right arm up. Inhale, start to turn. Lead with your right arm. Your left arm will follow in the windmill. Spinning all the way around to warrior two. Nice. Take a big free inhale in. And exhale, side angle pose of your choice. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, hands to the mat. Spin your back heel up. Inhale, cow lunge. Exhale, step forward and fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, Utkatasana. Bend your knees. Inhale, your arms out or up. Still inhaling, stand up. Exhale. Samasthiti, bend your knees, sink your hips. Inhale, Utkatasana, fierce pose. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your right foot and inhale, float your left leg up and back. And slowly we're trying to pick ourselves up to airplane pose, Divasana. Take your arms out and up. You might think of yourself as a bird of prey, trying to catch the wind. Exhale to bend your right knee and step your left foot back. High on the ball of your left foot, inhale, high lunge, reach your arms up. You might exhale to settle a little lower into your right heel. Take another big free inhale. And exhale your hands to the earth. Inhale, cow lunge. Exhale, cat lunge. Spin your left heel down. Inhale, triangle pose. Roll your left shoulder open. Take an exhale. Inhale, reverse your triangle. And exhale, make a big circle with your right hand reaching to the left. Turn your right toes in until you're in a wide-footed forward fold. I've turned a little so I can be more polite in filming with you. Inhale, halfway lift and roll your heart. Exhale, fold. Push the earth away by pressing your hands into the earth if it's available. Breath by breath, bring the crown of your head down. Inhale and roll like a half lift. And exhale towards your right foot. Inhale, cow lunge. Exhale, your left hand down. You can bring your hand to the opposite side of your right foot if you like, crossing it over. You might bring your back knee down to do that. And keep your back heel lifted or spin your back heel down. Inhale your right arm up, twist to the right. You could always press your hands in prayer. If your arms are gathered up, release them. Inhale, stands you up. Exhale, might tilt you back. Inhale. And exhale. Reach forward with your left arm. Follow with your right and go all the way around to warrior 2. Take a big free inhale. Exhale, side angle pose. Breathe in the ujjayi form. Inhale, warrior 2. Exhale your hands to the mat. Step your right foot back to meet your left. Chaturanga Dandasana, a little different. Inhale, upward dog. Pull your heart forward through your hands. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale, lift your right leg up and back. One-footed dog. Exhale, scorpion the dog. Open your hip and bend your knee. You might roll your ankle, spread your toes. Inhale, straighten and reach. Exhale, bring your knee to your nose, your chin to your chest, and your shoulders over your wrists in plank. Inhale, one-footed dog, reach. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, one-footed dog. Exhale, step forward. Grab it and pull it up as you need to. Inhale, cow lunge, gaze forward. Exhale, step forward and fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, Utkatasana, bend your knees, hips low, weight back in your heels. Inhale, your arms up and still inhaling, stand all the way up. Exhale, Samasthiti. Bend your knees, sink your hips. Inhale, Utkatasana. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, weight in your left foot. Inhale, pick your right leg up and back. You can always bend your standing knee as much as you need to. Slowly, like a bird taking off. Pick your body up into Digasana. Direction, weather vane, airplane pose. Turn your biceps forward from your shoulders. Take another inhale. On your exhale, bend your left knee and land your right foot long and way back back behind you. Take as many breaths as you need. When you get there, inhale your arms up into the high lunge position, Asana. Exhale to settle into your front knee bending. Good. Take another big free inhale. Exhale your hands to the mat. Inhale, cow lunge. Exhale, cat lunge. Spin your back heel down and inhale, triangle pose. Take your right arm up. Take an exhale there. Inhale, reverse the triangle. Turn your left toes in. Keep reaching to the right with your left arm. You can exhale into a wide-footed forward fold. You might widen your feet out. Inhale, unroll your heart. And exhale, folding. You might bring your hands to your hips, reminding your pelvis to turn over your thigh bones. You could interweave your fingers behind you at your tail if you wish. Breath by breath. Exhale, release your hands to the earth under your shoulders. Inhale to unroll like a halfway lift. And exhale, head over to your left foot. Inhale, cow lunge. Exhale, your right hand down. Inhale, your left arm up. Exhale, weight into your feet. Inhale to stand up. And maybe exhale to go back. Inhaling to reach up. And exhaling to reach forward with your right arm to head all the way around into warrior two. Take a big free inhale. Exhale, side angle pose. I didn't bring up when we were down twisting, but you could have brought your right arm to the outside of your left knee, as we did on the other side. Again, if it's not perfect, remember, if it feels uneven, you can always go back and do it, but we don't do things symmetrically in life. Try not to create a sense of false dichotomy, false sense of control over the universe, etc. Good. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale your hands to the earth. Step your left foot back, chaturanga of your choice. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale to lift your left leg high. Exhale, scorpion dog. Open your hip, bend your knee like you're trying to tickle your right ear with your left toes. You might breathe as you roll your ankle or spread your toes out. Inhale, reach your left leg high, back and long, and exhale your knee to your nose, your chin to your chest, round your spine. Pull your shoulders over your wrists. Inhale, one-footed dog, reach your left leg back. Exhale your knee to your nose, round your spine, shoulders over your wrists. Last one. Inhale, reach, extend. Exhale, step forward. Grab it, pull it up as you need to. Inhale, cow lunge, gaze forward. Exhale, cat lunge, just for posterity. Inhale, cow lunge. Exhale, step forward and fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, Utkatasana, bend your knees, sink your hips. Inhale your arms up. Still inhaling, stand up. Exhale, Samasthiti. Inhale your arms up, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, cactus your arms to back bend. Squeeze your glutes, tuck your tail, and press your hips forward. Inhale your arms up. And again, exhale, cactus arm back bend, but you might also tilt a little to the right. Be mindful in your back. Inhale through center. Exhale, cactus arm back bend. You might tilt to the left. Inhale your arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, Utkatasana, bend your knees, sink your hips. Inhale your arms up. Exhale, sink your hips a little bit lower. Again, inhale. Exhale to sink it down a little lower. You might end up all the way down. Come up into boat pose, Balasana. You can stay in boat pose. We're going to breathe here for a little bit. I'm going to noodle around a little because I find it a little bit easier to concentrate. Inhale, pressing my arms up overhead. Push my right leg long and draw my left leg in. And exhale, I bring my arms down to switch. I always kind of feel like I'm in some kind of dance, jazzercise, dream, this kind of thing. You can always do this just with your legs, just with your arms. Flex and point. See if it changes anything. Change which leg, arms are up, which leg, arms are down. I take my legs and arms wide and close them together. Inhaling out and exhaling in. 5 more breaths. In boat pose. Gather your knees into your chest. Put the soles of your feet down. And bring the knees wide for Utkatasana. Use your hands behind you to roll yourself forward. Take an inhale to lift your heart and exhale to fold over your legs. Breathe in and out through your nose. And you can fold in any way. Try not to lead with the back of your neck if you're lengthening your spine. And slowly rolling yourself up, drag your head. Take your legs out long in front of you. Reach for your toes or your feet if you wish. Inhale to unroll. Exhale, folding and breathing. Paschimottanasana. And roll yourself up slowly. We're going to head back and do a supported fish pose or fish pose. If you have a Matsyasana practice, no issues with your neck, feel free to head back into it and have your legs long or in lotus position. If you've not done this and you have a prop, you can also roll up let's think about this, a hoodie around a can of soda, something like that. It usually creates something big enough to lift you up. You're placing it lengthwise in between your shoulder blades. Usually the bottom of it is no lower than the bottom of your rib cage and your middle back. Then you'll hang your head over. If you have another prop, you could rest your head on it. Some of us, our heads will end up on the ground. You can also try the prop widthwise. You can bring your arms out or up, down by your sides. And if you have an active entry you'd like to be talked through, you're welcome to scooch your elbows in, flip your palms up, and drop your head back. Breathe in and out through your nose. If you're there and it feels good and supported, you're always welcome to stay as long as you'd like. Otherwise, lead with the center of your chest, your sternum, as you inhale to lift your heart up and exhale to set yourself down on the earth. Slowly, slowly, bring the soles of your feet to the mat, and your lower back to the mat. Slowly, slowly, gather your knees into your chest and give yourself a squeeze. You can rock from side to side a little bit. And when you're ready, drop both knees to the left and take your arms out to the right side. You can always wrap your legs up like eagle or take your right leg over and send your left leg long. You can take your right arm out. You might look to the right, but if you feel tightness in your neck, congestion or tingling your fingers, you might choose not to. And slowly bring your legs back through center on an inhale. If you wrapped your legs up in eagle, etc., you might switch your wrap and then drop both legs over to the right and your left arm out to the left, perhaps gazing left. Good. Inhale to draw your legs back through center and exhale to give them a good squeeze. If there's any other finishing actions you need to take, feel free to take them. Sometimes this is not necessary and you can head right to resting or integration. Today I'm going to roll up and take a seat, but you could definitely stay on your back, take your rest there. If you prefer to be in a seated position, you might decide to slowly roll to one side and be kind with your neck. Try to keep some of your softness within. If you're winding down to rest on your back, you might roll your wrists or ankles. Sometimes it's nice to stretch out your face or take a few deep exhales to settle down. You might have fidgets or fixes, clothing that needs adjusting, etc., pet that needs moving, a layer that needs adding so that you're not cold. However you need to settle down, let there be a little bit of sense of ritual in it. You've made this decision to begin a practice and here to end it. And in this moment of ending, we have this sort of lovely responsibility of figuring out how to take what we've learned in this time spent with ourselves, spent with our experience in the natural universe, and how to keep it with us, right? What part of it we want to continue to allow to be present in our sense of self, what part of it might drop away. In this integration or percolation, you might close your eyes, practice pratyahara, the withdrawal of your senses. You might let your breath die down. If you're still doing ujjayi pranayama, let it come to natural breath, even if at first the breath is a little held or choppy. And again, if there's any last bit of softening or adjusting, do it. Maybe if you can let gravity really pull on your bones completely, let yourself soften away from resistance. And the time comes to shift up and out of this time of paying attention. I'll let you know. Until then, from a place of openness, kindness, spaciousness, softness, pay attention to how things really are. Sahana vavatu, sahano bunaktu, saha viryam karvavahai, tejasti navadi tamastu, mavit vashavahai, om shanti, shanti, shanti. If you're lying in rest or sitting in meditation, You might take this time to very slowly discern whether or not you want to return right now. If you need more time to rest, stay as long as you'd like. If it is time to return, begin by deepening your breath little by slowly. Take as much time truly as you need so that you don't jar yourself back out of a state of relaxation or peace. You might roll your tongue over your mouth surfaces, wiggle your fingers and toes. If you're on your back, you might stretch out or up before gently drawing your knees to your chest on an exhale, maybe rolling to one side for a while with a soft neck and head, and eventually coming up to sitting. As you do this work, you might take the time to practice gratitude really as a form of open perspective, to remember that the given circumstances for you to do what might seem like a relatively small thing, an hour or so of physical practice and breath with yourself with a video, however you do it, it actually has really cosmic roots to it. Right? We had to have the universe had to be formed for you to do this practice. The earth had to cool. Humans had to rise as a species. Consciousness had to pull forward. Right? Your ancestors had to live their lives and make space for you. Your teachers had to teach you. Right? Your friends and family had to support you. The stewards of the land you're on had to steward it. And you had to take the time to move into yourself and have the courage to pay attention to how things are. So as you do this work, the closing chant there is a traditional chant in the lineage of Krishnamacharya from the south of India, from Mysore, from which many of these practices originate. It means, may we, as a group of people who are learning together, may we be protected. May we know joy and peace. May our work together for the freedom and liberation of all be brilliant and illuminated. And may our work seek to contribute to the happiness and true liberation of all beings everywhere inside of this context of universality, non-dualism, and peace. Thank you for utilizing this video for coming to practice. Ways to support this little mission are always in the bit of information about the video, or if you're on the website, you can always click through the tabs. There's more info, etc. Always feel free to reach out to me if you'd like. I do my best. Sometimes my timeline is long in getting back to people, but I will get back to you if you have questions, concerns, feedback, anything you need to air out or request, etc. Otherwise, I hope you are well in this time, that you get to be with nature, that the wind blows across your face from time to time, and hopefully we will see each other again soon. Thank you.